What's going on, boys and girls? My name is Michael SK, and welcome back to the Fruit of Grisaia, the playthrough that never ends. So, last time, I really don't remember what happened, but just from the little preview of the save here, I can remember that Amane is going through Makina's diary to see exactly what Makina and Yuji were doing. And now that I'm actually saying that, I actually remember that there was some target practice, some shooting practice. So, there we go. It's randomly remember what happened in the last session just from remembering one thing. Whatever. Anyways, so I should state this. It doesn't apply to everyone, especially if you come to this video much later than it's uploaded. But if you're watching this around the time that this video is uploaded, there is a video coming out on my channel, I think on the 9th. I want to say the 9th. Or around the 9th, which I think is like a day or so after this will be uploaded. This episode in particular of this session. And this video is going to explain some changes that are coming to my channel in terms of my uploading format as well as my video format. It's a little bit more explained in the video, and this playthrough is indeed affected. I'll talk a little bit more about it in the next session, but I'm just saying that if you guys watch this playthrough regularly or just, you know, whatever, I honestly recommend that you guys check out this little update video. Basically, these changes are going to be made for 2017. I want to try something different. So, if you're actually watching this way later than when this is uploaded, then disregard all I just said and let's get into this. I don't have a lot of time because it is not that late. Got some interesting stuff here. So, I actually forgot what I was going to say. It is kind of late. I actually, this is my final week. This is the last week of the semester, so I should be able to just try my best and get as many episodes of this as I can out there. And we are coming up on episode 200. I'll do the same thing that I did for episode 100. I'll give you guys a special. I feel like you guys deserve it. You guys, you know, have been keeping me motivated to do yet another storyline here, so I mean, I really appreciate all the support, so expect a 1-hour episode. I need to stop saying so. I'm noticing I'm saying that a lot.
もう何よこれ。モギタの次はプリンキングっていうか、なんだかもうほんと全然意味がわかんない。あの子は一体ユージと一緒に何してんだろう。
Man, I wouldn't know either. Alright, so I guess I could have just ended the session right here. I never really know. Trayton and Purin King were the best of friends. They spent many carefree days playing together in a deep, dark forest rumored to be haunted by goblins. One day, Tuna Fish Man abruptly appeared before them while vigorously disemboweling himself with a gleaming knife. He spoke thus. Toro. Like how I had no emotion in saying that. It seems Amane was tormented by this remarkably surreal dream, ultimately leaping to her feet and yelling, "What the hell now?" to no one in particular. A sad tale, although I failed to see why she complained to me the next morning. Yeah, I could have just ended the session like right here. That would have been way better. It would just be like an extra minute to an episode. Elderly people are fond of the phrase experience as much as you can while you're young, but it's apparently somewhat rare for youngsters to genuinely understand those words. Yeah, it is. I'm something of a special case. I've seen much more than most people my age. Hell, I think I'm on the world-weary side of things. But even so, sometimes a small discovery or brief comment will completely overturn what I thought I knew. Experience is the most valuable form of knowledge. The survivor's great prize. Repeatedly experiencing something until you know it inside and out is worthwhile. So is seeking out new experiences and widening your horizons. And this time, Makina opted for the latter. I don't think it's anything more complicated than that. Man, I love looking at the sky.
ねえ、マキナ、本当に行かないの？今年はパパと一緒に過ごすのよさ。
Oh, that's right. She was going to go visit her family. Just this morning, Makina declared that she would be spending her summer vacation in the dorm, rather than accompanying Amane to Kyoto for the second time. Apparently, this last-moment change of plans was announced just as Amane was preparing breakfast today, and came as a shock that the girl dropped her kitchen knife to the floor dramatically.
何度も聞くようだけど、なんで？こんなのと一緒にいたって楽しくないでしょ？
Wow, and you tried so hard to get with Yuji. Can you not call me a thing to my face? At the very least, try not to point for emphasis. You've managed to bruise my feelings a bit.
パパと一緒にいたいってのが一番の理由なんだけど、他にもアルバイトとかあるし、リンゴの苗の水やりとかザリガニの世話とかもあるしな。
I remember that quote-unquote crawfish. That was a fun little thing back in the beginning of this fucking playthrough, man. I don't know. I feel like once this is all over with, I'm just gonna re-watch the first episode and maybe do like a reaction video to the first episode I did. I also remember just being like really cautious with the first episode because with DX Tori especially, it just would not record correctly, so I was kinda on edge.
京都は去年経験したので、今年はパパと初めての夏を過ごします。
You know, DX Story just had like a bunch of issues with this game. This game isn't a game. I shouldn't be able to record anything from this, like, or maybe use OBS or something like that. DX Story is not meant to be used to record this. Like I said, this is not at all a game. I just got a text. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Whatever.
大丈夫なのかな？あんたご飯とかどうするの？
大丈夫。パン焼きマシーンもあるし、パン食べ放題なのよ。
But that's bread.
パンだけじゃダメでしょ？ちゃんと栄養も考えないと。もう何か日持ちするおかずでも作ってから行こうかしら。
It'll be fine. I'm gonna take care of the cooking.
つうか、あんた料理できんの？なんか豆ばっかり食ってるイメージが。
Not to worry. I'll get some pumpkins in there as well. A human being won't die as long as they've got beans and pumpkins to eat.
あとパンもな。あ、かぼちゃパンでも焼いてみる？やべ、うまそうじゃね？
なんか心配。マキナが行かないなら私も行くのやめようかな。
Please don't.
心配すんなって。割と何でも器用にやってみせるから大丈夫なのよさ。行ってくるがいい。そしてお土産は生じゃないやつし買ってきて。お抹茶味のやつ。
I feel like the entire world will be in a better place without Amane around, just for a little bit, you know? I don't want her completely gone. You know, she can come back later.
あんた本当に硬いもの好きよね。
I'm a traditionalist myself. Give me some of the default cinnamon flavored ones.
わかったわよ。ちゃんとお土産買ってくるから、マキナはちゃんと宿題やるのよ。
I'm so glad I never have to do homework over like my breaks. I never, well, yeah, I did take a college prep course, I guess you can call it, back in high school, but we didn't necessarily have a summer assignment. I mean, it was kind of like it was a complicated situation. Some thought we had homework, some thought we didn't, and some thought like, okay, maybe we do have it, but what is it?
ユージはちゃんとマキナに宿題やらせるのよ。わ
Yes.
かってんのかな？私がいなくなっても遊んでばっかりいちゃダメなんだからね。
Dude, it's summer break. What do you expect?
いなくなるって言っちゃやだよ。アマネちゃんと帰ってくるのよ。帰ってこなかったらアマネがどこへ行っても必ず探し出して迎えに行くからね。
ストーカーみたいなこと言わないの。ちゃんと帰ってくるからね。
No need to drag out the farewells then. The Yokohama Shinkansen leaves at 8:50, right? You're gonna miss the train unless you get a move on.
じゃあ行ってくるね。
No one correct my Japanese pronunciation on that one. Very well. Makina, we will now send off Amane on her journey to the capital with 3 hearty cheers.
そうよ。そうアマネくんの出発を祝して万歳万歳万歳。
Well, that was something.
ユ やめてよ、恥ずかしいじゃない。
And so Amane finally turns and runs up the stairs toward the station's ticket gate, fleeing our largely meaningless farewell salute. While I certainly appreciated the value of Amane's contribution to our well-being, I assumed her temporary absence wouldn't have any particularly serious effects on our lives. To be honest, that casual attitude was partly the product of stubborn pride. I got along just fine by myself before, didn't I? But once the woman was actually gone, it didn't take 30 minutes for the first problems to begin surfacing. Oh, great. Hey, Makina, how old are the eggs in this fridge?
こと聞かれても私が産んだわけじゃないのよさ。
Wow. Talk about problems. I'd hope not.
2、3日で腐るものでもないし、アマネはいっつも奥に新しい卵を入れるから手前から使ってきゃオッケーじゃね？
I see.
それよりおトイレの紙がもうなくなりそうだけど、替えはどこにあんのよさ。
Oh no! All the problems that could ever surface if you live alone are just surfacing right now! Where was it again? I do remember buying her some, so we should have plenty in stock.
アマネは何でもしまっちゃう女だから、きっとどっかにしまい込んでるのよさ。
Like where? I don't see anywhere to hoard things in this room.
階段の下かも？ほら、この部屋の向かいにある階段の下の小部屋、別名アマネ倉庫。
Amane warehouse?
アマネはティッシュとかトイレットペーパーとか缶詰とかスーパーで安売りしてるととりあえず買ってアマネ倉庫に放り込んでおく癖があんのよさ。
Just in case of that possible apocalypse?
ペットボトルのお水とかも50リットルぐらいしまい込んでるのよ。
Sounds like a pretty decent little emergency stockpile.
基本的に貧乏症なのよさ。クッキーの箱の包装紙とかリボンとかまで取っておくタイプな。お、貧乏症で思い出した。
Makina promptly sticks her head into the fridge and starts rooting around in search of something.
あったあった、これこれ。
What's that supposed to be? The semi-transparent Tupperware container in Makina's hand is stuffed to the brim with a yellowish powdery substance.
ほら、前にアマネがかぼちゃのスープ作ったでしょ。これはジューサーで絞ったかぼちゃの絞りかすなのよさ。
Seriously? Who bothers to save that stuff?
そんなものとは何ですか。かぼちゃは皮の部分が一番栄養があるのよ。それを捨てるなんてとんでもない。
I see. My apologies, but what are you planning to use it for?
もちろんパン生地に練り込んでかぼちゃパンを作ります。お昼はこれにしようぜ。
Okay,
あとさっきの八つ橋の話で思いついたんだけど、シナモンロールも作ろう。
we can't live on sweets. I see. Talking about fuck get you in the mood for something with cinnamon?
そういうことな。じゃあ早速パン生地を。
Hold on, Makina. Take a look at the clock.
おお、9時な。そろそろアマネは新幹線乗った頃かしら。
Wait, what? Mayhaps yourself. Look at the other wall.
レフト、ライト、ジャッカス。
Wrong. I point to a large piece of paper hanging on the wall. The words Summer Vacation Schedule scrawled across the top in Makina's handwriting.
なんだ？スケジュールってのは新種の羊毛？
I don't even know what's happening. Playing dumb isn't much good when you're the one who wrote the damn thing. 9 in the morning is homework time, right?
宿題っつってもアマネが勝手にやっときなさいって言ってるだけで、別に学校で出た宿題じゃないのよ。
True enough. And Amane's not around, so I guess it's all good. Ha 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 ha.
そうそう、あははのは。
She's such a kid. Were you seriously expecting me to say that? Idiot.
そげん怒らんでもよかろうもん。
If you're thinking I'm gonna be a soft touch compared to Amane, you got another thing coming. You decided this schedule yourself, so I want to see you at least pretending to follow it.
振りだけでいいの？
That's just a phrase. Not like you'll learn anything if I force you to study when you don't want to, but at the very least, make yourself sit in front of your desk at a set time every day and pretend to study. Once that becomes a habit, your brain will start waking up all on its own when the time comes. You'll be able to focus intently and get a great deal done in a short time.
本当に？
Doesn't make sense to me, but I'll follow it. There's no point in trudging along through your textbooks for hours on end. 1 hour is just about right for a study session. Give it a try and you'll see.
なんかうまく騙されているような気がする。
Set aside a specific time every day for focused, undistracted study. I learned that simple technique from my big sister. Maybe I should try something like that. That actually may help me and would probably prevent me having to have these very late recording sessions. Apart from her school subjects, she could consistently produce outstanding results in virtually anything with nothing more than an hour or so of daily review. And once I adopted her study method, I managed to maintain a fairly respectable academic standing in my own right. When you get used to studying in brief chunks, you naturally start challenging yourself, pushing to see how far you can get within the limited time you have. Sometimes you'll look back after the hour is finished and be stunned at how much you accomplished. And so, starting off with a fuck my life, what a word, quintessence, I don't even know, Japanese, just for show attitude, Makina sits before her homework problems and pretends to ponder them. But as her style of pretending is pretty superficial, it amounts to little more than a childish parody of real studying. Her pen doesn't move an inch. Just moaning in a vaguely appropriate way doesn't really count, you know. At least try to use your head.
振りって意外とめんどくさいのよさ。
What, you thought you were gonna have a fantastic time? Realizing that is step one. I mean, the world would be overflowing with geniuses if you could get smarter with no effort, right? Guess it's all for the best though. Not like a super high IQ does much but make life harder.
それはなんとなくわかるような気もするのよさ。
How?
でもそう思える人は寂しい人なんじゃないかなってそう思うのよ。
You're talking like you actually know something about this.
まあな、これでも一応あれよ。子供の頃は神童って呼ばれてたのよ。
I think she's yet to tell us this part. Are we gonna get some backstory? Ah, right. I think I sort of know where you're coming from. People labeled prodigies and geniuses often come off as a little broken in the head.
パパは笑わないんだね。
Hmm? At what?
私が昔神童だったって言っても笑わないのね。
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't really expect it. It's like saying that Makina used to be someone who was going to be an incredible person. Like, very huge, like the person. Like, I don't really know how to explain it, but that's actually how it was. I really don't understand what I'm getting at. Didn't you hear me? I kind of understand what you mean. I don't have first-hand experience, but my hyper-competent big sister fell into a similar category. Children labeled prodigies have their hands full just meeting the expectations of those around them, and their brilliance earns resentment and jealousy from peers. At best, they end up walled off by their own exceptional status. As my sister often said, once they've set you apart, you're left with a choice. You can struggle to stay the genius, or you can play the fool and become a clown. And come to think of it, it's easy to imagine that where my sister chose from former option, Makina went for the latter. You don't have to pretend to be an idiot around me, you know.
それはちょっと私を買いかぶりすぎなのよ。正直な話、バカのふりを続けるうちに自分でもどっちの自分が本当の自分なのかよくわかんなくなってきてるのよさ。
Wow, that's actually kind of deep.